Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shor. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
The public school system on the brink, a community outreach.
Also tonight, you can't doctor surveillance footage. What were they thinking?
And the multi-purpose center now powered by the sun.
And in the arts, the third in a series of sequences from the State of Liberty.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. There's fish-shaped volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry veg. But just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch as a handful of McDonald's in McDonald land. Get the McDonald land.
Try the new Mount McDonald Land Shake today.
I love Micronesian coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on September 3rd from our studio on Capitol Hill.
With the 2026 fiscal year soon to begin, the public school system is holding community outreach to share the looming possibility of a worst-case scenario. At the Cha-Cha Ocean View Middle School cafeteria last night, PSS Commissioner Lawrence Camacho and Financial Director Jonathan Agun hold the first of a series of information sessions. The public school system is girding itself for an October 1st fiscal year upheaval. When presenting their CNMI 2026 budget request to Congress, PSS quoted a $49 million need. The Congress then countered with a $31.7 million offer, the number reflecting a net 25% of the covenant's stated budget requirement.
We're looking at 20 schools, 10 Head Start centers, 1,300 plus, if my calculation is right, staffing, 8,000 plus students, with hundreds and hundreds of activities and various events that are happening across the entire spectrum of our school district. It is a very complex and large organization that we all have to have an appreciation for in order to understand where the numbers kind of like fall into. But the biggest part of our problem set right now happens to be this need, this budget of $49 million that we've submitted to the legislature. And what we hope for, at least because we know the economic conditions and the sacrifices that we're all making in the community, we're hoping for at least 40 of that 49 to be appropriated to us so that we can then continue to do all the initiatives that we need to do, even with the cost-cutting measures that we already have in place. So with 31.7, and I'm not here to scare everybody with like 31.7, that's just because I asked what is the lowest number the government is going to give to the public school system. And through conversations, That was what was announced, was 31.7. So I said, we have to go down to the worst case scenario and figure out how to survive with that number.
But he did scare everyone.
If we have that $31.7 million budget, that every Monday will be a study Monday. That means no school for students and no work for staff. Employee hours will be reduced to 64 hours, and this will apply across the board among local and federal positions. And we'll see, the calendar has already been drafted to reflect this. In the event that we have to use it, it'll reduce instructional days from 180 days to 150 days, starting October.
Let me talk a little bit about that.
Intercession days will also be eliminated.
Open mics were presented, conversations were had. Vinny Sablan.
How are we going to ensure that our students, how am I going to ensure that I am ready for college and the career, right? If I'm not going to go to college, how am I going to ensure that I can make up for those 30 lost days? You know, like I said, even just missing one day of school is hectic enough, right, for students, and I know that. So just 30 days and losing those 30 days of learning, it's a great loss, right? It's existential.
The question is posed, what can the public do?
First of all, to be informed that we need support, their support and their advocacy for education, public education. And how that works is their communication to the lawmaking body who's going to make that final decision of what number PSS gets as far as its appropriation for the coming year.
Representative Thomas Manglonia.
I'm confident and hopeful that working with the Senate that we can at least get to that 40 million mark that is being requested for PSS right now.
Was that a hard call for the House to move up to 40 million?
Well, obviously we're looking at all the different scenarios, but with the retirement situation and obviously PSS, we're trying to find ways to make it work for everybody. But I just spoke to our Ways and Means Chairman, JP Sablan, and again, it's our sentiment to try to get to 40 million, yes.
Here's the other question. Somebody mentioned something about, are you guys trying to go to every agency and see what kind of cuts they can make?
Yeah. I think it's we're looking at it across the board, and it's obviously it's not an easy task, and it's not just on us. It's on our entire community. Like our commissioner said, to work together and have these conversations and see where we can make adjustments.
More PSS town hall meetings tonight at Mariana's High School cafeteria and tomorrow night at Koblerville Elementary School cafeteria, both sessions at 5:30 p.m. In Superior Court Tuesday, a man accused of siphoning gas from a parked vehicle arrives at his bail hearing. He is suspected to have committed a more serious crime. In Judge Lillian Tenorio's courtroom Tuesday, a trio of bail hearings were presented. According to police testimony on August the 25th, John Roman Lisua, 39 years old, was seen on a Joten Library surveillance footage carrying a container holding what appeared to be siphoned gasoline. The prosecution states that the crimes of theft and tampering with a vehicle can carry a sentence of up to 6 months, but prosecution states that because Mr. Lisua was out of DOC custody on bail, awaiting trial for another alleged crime, that of sexual abuse of a minor, he would be a risk to the community and that bail should be set at $20,000. The judge agrees and he is remanded into custody. Preliminary hearing is September 15th. Gerald Serrano is accused of assault and domestic violence for an incident that allegedly occurred early Sunday morning after hours of partying on Saturday night. According to the complaint, he allegedly first accused his wife of infidelity, and after a physical exchange of hair-pulling and slapping, Mr. Serrano allegedly dragged his wife into their house, pinned her to the bed, and strangled her with an extension cord. Bail has been set for $20,000, and he was remanded into custody with preliminary hearings on September 10. And on August 25th, 3 men were seen on surveillance footage towing a Suzuki four-wheeler that didn't belong to them with the intention of selling it. William Andalicio, Nolan Magofna, and Ethan Sanchez are accused of theft of a vehicle valued at over $7,000 from a residence in Osgono. They were discovered in possession of the vehicle in Cagman. Bail has been set for $20,000 each. They, too, were remanded into custody. Preliminary hearing on September 15.
Coming up, through the double doors of Saipan International, you can come home again.
And tumbling in Saipan, a Peacecorps volunteer recounts his adventures on the mats.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially if you game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
What were they thinking?
I'm not sure.
I don't...
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm on the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Welcome to Mariana's Beach Resort, and now welcome to Mariana's Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Mariana's Coffee at Mariana's Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Welcome back. You are watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Oh, the places you go, the friendly faces you'll see, and the home that's always ready to see you again. Welcome to Saipan. Saipan International Airport is a place to fly off into opportunities and come home to a warm embrace. Many travelers arrive on our daily flight through the double doors. Roxana Pangilinan is back from the southern island of Guam. She says she attended the 7th Marianas History Conference and visited family.
No, I'm not a history teacher, but I am actually a grad student at UOG, and I'm actually studying my master's now in Micronesian studies. So yeah, it was kind of all like a school trip, but also a family trip.
This is her reason for choosing the field of Micronesia studies.
I've always been a history person, and I've really grown to love my home and Guam. So the Marianas has always been my home, and I'm always excited to get to learn more. And now I get to learn more about our Micronesia sisters. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish my degree over at UOG.
Frequenting both Saipan and Guam, this is her views on Un Marianas, the uniting of Guam with the Northern Mariana Islands.
Historically, since we've kind of been not exactly divided, but just separated since the 1800s, I would like for the Marianas to be reunited again. But I mean, I would consider myself a Marianas, a daughter of the Marianas rather than a daughter of the Sinamay, because I have been back and forth between the two.
Matthew Salas is also back from visiting our sister island.
Just for a small vacation, just to get some stuff that's for school, and yeah, that's basically it.
He's gearing up for his last year at Saipan Southern High School. This is his experience thus far.
High school has been really great. I have many opportunities that the school has given me, such as the JRTC program and being at Youth Congress. As I was part of the Drew team that flew out for 3 years, and both teams has won both here in Sinamay and in Torrance, California.
High school has given him many ways to expand his manta wings, but what about life after?
Well, I'm still figuring it out. It's based off my scores. I'm just trying to look at different options. So my dad tells me to go become a doctor. My mom thinks I should be in the military, So there are other things. I have options.
To the youth of the Marianas learning abroad while being rooted to home, to those navigating on what comes next, and to all our travelers arriving, we say, welcome back, welcome home, welcome to Saipan.
Solar power is proving to be not just an alternative energy source or an economically viable option, but for the environment and one's environment, it's just cool. On Friday of last week, the air was frigid inside the Multipurpose Center. Governor David Apatang led the ribbon cutting for the first rooftop solar-powered government facility on Saipan. John Diaz, representing Saipan Green Energy.
110 high-efficiency solar panels and 3 25-kilowatt typhoon-rated inverters, built to withstand even the toughest island storms, are now generating power for this facility. This system will save the government about $30,000 every year, while preventing 88 tons of carbon emissions. That means cleaner air, stronger resilience, and real savings for our community. Our sunshine is abundant, free, and endlessly generous. Today, we transform it into energy that will serve our people for years to come.
The 60-watt rooftop solar PV systems capture energy from the sun and store them in panels within the building. Just this week, the House of Representatives adopted a Resolution 24-7 to fast-track renewable energy projects for the island. Representative Vincent Aldon.
This should be the turning point of our Commonwealth, where solar projects are no longer rare showcases, but the standard for how we power our future. So as we celebrate today, let us also look ahead to a Sinamay where renewable energy is not just part of the plan, but part of our daily life. Together, we can make the future real. Imagine how much the Sinamay government can save if we do it on all government buildings, from the hospital, the schools, the fire department, DOC, all of it. When I was crunching the numbers, that's over $1 million saved.
This is going to be practiced throughout the government buildings. This is only the first of many. As you may know, that we've also energized the library in Tinian, and we're working on the governor's office building now.
Today's a historical day for us here. This is the first building, actually the center of our island here, that we energized solar.
According to all involved, this is just the beginning.
You may be aware that we just recently, this week, released the RFP for a large solar farm.
In this week's Your Humanities Half-Hour, host Catherine Perry sits down with a Peace Corps volunteer who is one of the founding fathers of the Micronesian Games. Former Peace Corps volunteer Kurt Barnes first came to the Marianas in 1966 and has since made the Marianas his home for 40 years. Back then, he became the physical education coordinator, started up classes, and even taught them himself.
I acquired a pickup, and then Typhoon Jean came, and there was a lot of military equipment that was here, and a lot of us left. So I was able to requisition about 20 mattresses, and I was able to put the 20 mattresses on the back of this pickup. I took ropes and tied them down, and I would drive to, one week I'd go to San Roque Elementary School, and I'd get all the mattresses out, lay them on the ground. Teacher would bring the class outside. I teach tumbling and gymnastics. I never had that before. And the kids loved it.
Yeah.
They didn't want me to leave. They wanted to stay and continue to do this. And then the next week I would go to Tenapic, and the next week Saipan, and so forth. And then,
with your 20 mattresses.
Yeah.
Tune in to hear more about how Kurt Barnes came to the Marianas, his first impression of the islands, his fiesta experience, teaching English as a second language, coaching the women's softball team, tales from the first Micronesian Games, the ideas he brought into the community, and more. Your Humanities Half-Hour show with host Catherine Perry airs on Thursday tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and re-airs on Saturday at 7 p.m. right here on Channel 2.
Coming up, in the arts. In 2007, we made a TV show. Do you remember the garment factories? Do you remember Hamilton's in Gualarai? A sequence from that show is next. Stay tuned.
Premium office space is available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Features include dedicated parking, fast internet, backup power, good water, and natural light throughout to go along with the very best views on Saipan. So don't settle for space when you can get peace and peace of mind. Call Hermosa Vista today at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Motivation isn't always easy to come by. Thankfully, there's one place that continues to ignite my willpower. This one place provides me with the knowledge and support I need to grow, so I can continue to become a better version of myself. This is where I discovered my passion, where I achieved successes that made me proud. It's home to where I improved my performance, seeing the opportunity in every challenge. And when doubt creeps inside and I think about giving up, I remember the heroes who've also called this place home. And just like them, I know that every last rep is always a beginning. No matter how hard it gets, nothing can stop me. I will always come back stronger because I'm part of a legacy.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, arts fans! In 2007, I was involved in the making of a television pilot right here on Saipan. At that time, garment factories were a major employer of immigrant labor. Do you remember Hamilton's? Do you remember Magic Inn? In this sequence, Sergeant Elijah helped Li Hua to get a job, and Ricardo unveils part of a mystery. Cast includes Li Ying Guo, Sean Maycock, and Joe Tyrone. State of Liberty.
No onion? Okay, alright, so never mind. I'll put all of that on there first. That's the sandwich.
You like that? You like that hamburger? It's good, yeah? Give you belly. You know, I love to work. I love the money that comes from work. I love the freedom that money buys. It's a wonderful thing.
美国人工作只是为了开心，但是中国人为了生活必须工作。
She says we Americans are lucky. We work for fun, whereas the Chinese, they work to live.
Come, we go.
Yeah, things go fry.
Good evening, sir.
Water, please.
Man, you're not gonna let me drink alone, are you?
Of course not. Water will be fine. Did you check police records?
Man, I checked everything. Police records, phone, hospital records. I checked the DMV, CUC, immigration. Sorry, I didn't find anything.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of isolated showers with Low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, only a 20% chance of isolated showers, but enough to promise a continuing cavalcade of green growing from the dampened soil. The sun has set just moments ago at 6:28 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:05 a.m., the time when your teachers are gathering their thoughts on how to navigate the intricacies of a long but fruitful school day. And I will see you and them in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, state of liberty, and weather. Thank you for joining us, Sinamai.
We'll see you again on Friday.